a lot of us get stagnant because there's a bump in the road.
You better wake up and get it. Ain't got no time for no quitting. Your pockets might be on mission, but that's called temporary digit. Get off the couch and get lifted and say that this how we did it. Cause it all started with a podcast called Separate Living. Let's go.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is season 2 of the Separate Living podcast with the one and only Cam Campbell. And we're going to get right into it like we always do it. So, we're going to talk about stop waiting for their approvals. And when I say their approvals, I mean outsiders. People that aren't in your shoes, they're considered outsiders. So I want to talk about how sometimes you will miss opportunities, but don't wait till next time, create next time. And I say that because a lot of us get stagnant because there's a bump in the road. Like there become roadblocks, and we feel as if that those roadblocks were created for us to just simply stop. And that's not the case. Sometimes you have to understand that while you on the path was created for you. So you have to make it work, even if you have to go around certain times, or even if you have to create a better lane, like a lane that, you know, that makes it suitable for you. You have to do that. And you have to also stop waiting for others to set up your life when God has already done that for you. Because when he created you, like I always say before, when God created you, he already created your path. So don't allow people to set it up for you. Like don't try to have people to set up your life when it's already been set up for you. Like it's just like a plate of food. If somebody had already made your food, like what type of sense does that make for somebody else to make you another plate of food if you literally have a plate of food in front of you? If that makes sense. Crazy analogy, but you get the gist, hopefully. So, some people have childlike ways and wonder why they can't go anywhere. It's because you're a grown man or woman and still asking people, can I go out with friends or can I hang out tonight? And I feel like as young adults, as older adults, you have to stop asking people, like, can I do certain things? You are a grown man and or woman, so do it. Like, stop waiting for other people's approvals. Like, stop asking them, oh, well, can I do this tonight or can I do that? You make your own choices. God gave us all the choices of free will. He gave it to everyone, even children. So we all have our choices of free will. So don't think that because I'm in a situation of someone might have better than me or someone might have technically like an advantage over my living condition, my financial condition, anything, create some ownership. It's yours. If that's your money, use your money how you want to, but always understand that you have to spend wisely because once it's gone, it's gone. So understand that waiting on people will sometimes have you waiting forever. Like, have you ever asked for someone to do something? Like maybe even a parent when you were younger, like you asked them, hey, can we go to the store? And they say, yeah. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes didn't go on by, 20 minutes didn't go on by, 30 minutes didn't go on by, an hour gone by, and nothing ever happened. Like, you have to understand that waiting can be a hard thing to do. Patience, let me say that. Patience can be a hard thing to have. But sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Sometimes. But when you wait, like as a child, I can understand waiting because, you know, you're still learning and you're still developing. But as an adult, if it's something out there in life that you actually want to do or you won't, stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating on it. Because the moment that you start hesitating on it will be the moment that it ain't gonna work out for you because you're letting too much time go by. Like, we never know how long we have on this earth, so hesitation does kill. So why wait on opportunity when you can make an opportunity? So I want to give you a few reasons why not to wait. So waiting on people can stop you from living your purpose. Understand that not everyone is meant to ride with you to the end. And I feel like that was saying everyone, like I was saying, everyone has their own path. Everyone's path might not have been created similar, but you have to understand that at the end of the day, you have to live your own purpose. Regardless if one day you're with 20 people and all of a sudden you're with 2 now, you have to still continue to live your purpose. Because who's to say that with those 20 people that you would have not found your purpose, but with those 2, you would have found your purpose, they would have found theirs, and they would have found theirs all together. Sometimes having more than 2 or 3, the saying goes, 3 is a crowd. Sometimes it's true. So you have to understand that with those people that you have around you, understand that they have to understand that you're living your purpose, so they have to live in theirs too. And there's nothing wrong with living your purpose and still being around people. Like, let me not say, well, you should be by yourself because da 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 da. No, continue to live your life, continue to live in your purpose, and understand that when it's time to play, you can play, but when it's time to work, you gotta work. And a lot of people nowadays, they're getting it confused. They're turning playtime into extra playtime and work time into playtime, if that makes sense. So I feel like I just wish someone would have told me that some people that I've been to college with wasn't going to graduate with me, and half of them wasn't even going to see me graduate. And I say that because when you enter into the stage of college, just like a lot of things in life, you might come in with 15, 20, 25 of your friends that you went to college with, that you went to high school with, and, at the end of the first semester, half of them are gone. But, sometimes it happens like that. Like, I feel like with that, you have to understand that not everyone is going to finish when you finish. Not saying that, the people that left, they never, went back to school. It's just at that time, it wasn't their time. So you just have to use whatever you can to finish, and understand that if you come in with 10 people and at the end it's pretty much only you by yourself, that's okay. You still have to keep going. You still can't wait on other people's approval and say, wait, I'm gonna leave school, you gonna leave school, and we come back together. No, it don't always work like that. If you have the opportunity to keep going to school or keep living your purpose, do that. Don't allow anyone else to stop you from doing that, because it's your life at the end of the day. So I feel like, truth be told, no one on earth can get approved to become, no one on earth can be automatically approved to get into heaven. Jesus himself said that no one sees the Father but through him. So that type of approval, yeah, you're gonna need his approval. But you have every day and you have all the time and every day right now, as long as you're alive, to create that approval yourself, to live right, to live outside of the world, if that makes sense. Understand that a lot of things in the world are going on, from politics to Black Lives Matter to racial problems all over the world to everything. But you have to understand that God is not of this world. So you have the opportunity every single day to use him and let him allow you to order your steps. So, I mean, because at the end of the day, you have your approval here, but he has approval there when you get to heaven. So, I want to talk about another little section about making everybody happy. And to make it short but sweet, you can't make everybody happy. You can't satisfy everyone. Like it's just not possible. You can't satisfy everybody. And I found that out the hard way when I was trying to become a peacemaker, when peace wasn't really the problem. The problem was people. And I feel like there will be times where your own personal decisions will upset and disappoint other people. But at the end of the day, you have free will. You have the choice to do whatever you want. So, I mean, some people just gonna have to accept it. A lot of people gonna have to accept it. And I remember seeing a woman, like a mother, on her son's NBA draft day, and she had already assumed that her son was going to go with one team. I'm sorry, not NBA. It was college. It was a college draft day. So she had already assumed that her son was going to go one way, when lo and behold, he went the other way. And I felt like that was a very important lesson, because people can always try to assume how your life is supposed to go or how your life is meant to be, but it's already mapped out. It's already put together. So regardless of what other people say, if your life is already supposed to be this way, or it's supposed to, go a simple way, a certain way, then you can't get mad at that person, because the life is already set up. Like, our lives have been set up way before we even thought of. So, can't make everybody happy. So, the best thing, speaking of parents, I feel like the best thing you could do as a parent is support your child. Like, I feel like a lot of kids and a lot of younger adults are missing that too nowadays. Like, I feel like a lot of people are missing, not necessarily child support, but the support from a parent, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of parents aren't supporting their kids in the way that the kids feel like they need to be supported, because, like the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. But it's literally in the saying, it takes a village. So, and the village starts from the home. It always starts from home. So I feel like even if your parents aren't always going to be happy with what you do, the best thing they can do is support you. Because, they never know how far the support can go internally, but it can be shown externally. Because there's a lot of people out here that have grown up without feeling the type of support from their parents. Now, I understand that there are some situations where parents aren't in people's lives, or aren't in their kids' lives, and I understand that. And I feel like, everyone's situation is different. I understand that. I get that. So I just feel as if you don't have your parent or parents to support you, go to your guardian, whoever your guardian is. Like, start having times where everyone take out time and just sit around and just start telling each other, hey, I would like to have some support in this, or can you help me with this? Other than helping me with homework, I need you to help me to keep my mental health strong. And if that person doesn't know, maybe y'all should get together and learn exactly how to become better together. Because, parents don't always have the answers. I understand that. I understand that. But it's better to learn together than not learn at all. So And I feel like that's also part of bonding with your parents or your guardian angels or who guardian angels. Cut, no, play. So I feel like that's part of support when you have your guardians or your parents around to support you, because a lot of people have gone into sports, have gone into music careers, acting careers, and they always say, my mom was my biggest support. My dad was the person that supported me the most. Like I feel like, and when I hear that, like I feel like that's a very beautiful thing, because your parents and or guardians are the people that it always starts with. Like, if you're not as confident in something and your parents say, but you're doing good, just keep going. Like that little push, regardless of if everybody else saying that you shouldn't do something and your parents are still saying keep going. And like I was saying, like you can't make everybody happy, but you can't make everyone happy. But as long as there's still someone in your corner pushing you and saying, keep going. You good. Don't even worry about the people. Don't even worry about what they say or what they thinking, because at the end of the day, it's not important. It's really not. So you cannot make everyone happy. Remember that. You cannot make everyone happy. So either you can find your friends to talk to, or you can find your peers or your parents. But I feel like the word support is very important. Like not saying that should take over the approval, but I'm saying the support. Like regardless of your decisions in life, like regardless of whatever you decide to do, not saying that you need everyone's approval, because that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm saying the word support should always be a natural fact in everything, because without the support, I mean, what do you really have? Like, I understand there are some independent people out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then at the end of the day, you're going to need a team. You're going to need a team. You're going to need someone to start pushing you or give you some type of feedback and saying, okay, you can do better with this, and let me help you. Let me support you. Let me show you exactly how things could be ran, or things could be ran better. And I feel like that's very, very important, because a lot of people don't get support. A lot of people don't have people in their corner to support them. So shout out to all the supporters, all my supporters. Shout out to the people that supported you. Go ahead and contact them whenever you can, and just simply say thank you. Regardless if you can, if you can't, just still do it however you can. And I feel like that's it. That's it. So let's do a little recap. So let's go over a recap of stop waiting on their approvals. And I feel like waiting on someone's approval will really stop you. Like, it will stop you personally from doing a lot of things that you want to do in life, because you're waiting. You're waiting for somebody else to give you the green light, when you can build the green light yourself and make it work for you. And like I said earlier, you can't make everybody happy. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, tell a friend, let a friend know. Oh, also get you a shirt at blackbycam.com. That's www.bbkclothing.com.
You better wake up and get it. Ain't got no time for no quitting. Your pockets might be on midget, but that's called temporary digits. Get off the couch and get lifted and say that this how we did it. Cause it all started with a podcast called Separate Living. Let's go.